So for today's deep dive, we are looking at a document that's simply titled Text. And honestly, it reads less like a religious text and more like a software update for the human brain. It starts with this concept it calls the Great Recall.
Yeah, the Great Recall. And it's not about a faulty product. It's about, well, a faulty worldview. The Source argues that humanity is hitting this tipping point.
A tipping point.
Exactly. Where we realize the God that we've built up, the institutions, the rules, all the external figures, is actually a barrier. It's not a bridge to the divine, it's a wall.
That's a huge premise to start with.
Yeah.
The document uses some very specific language. It calls traditional faith a parasitic script, a legacy code. That feels a little harsh, doesn't it?
It's definitely provocative.
Mm.
But think about the function it describes. The text says dogma hijacks our own operating system. It basically replaces your ability to think critically with a kind of manufactured obedience.
So instead of processing reality for yourself, you're just running a program someone else wrote.
Precisely. And that program has always taught us to look outward, to find the divine in a church or a mosque or a temple. We've been told we need a priest, an intermediary.
Right, the bearded king in the sky model.
Yes, and the Source says that this is a fundamental mistake. We have to stop looking out there, start looking in here. The whole point is that we don't need those buildings or intermediaries.
Why not?
Because we are already spiritual beings. We carry the divine architecture within us. We are the temple.
Okay, so if we delete the bearded king, what's left? I mean, usually when you strip away that structure, you get nothing, nihilism. But this Source goes somewhere else entirely.
It does. It pivots to quantum physics, the quantum field.
How does that work?
It argues that if you get rid of the cosmic theater, all the rituals and robes, what you're left with is a state of consciousness. God isn't a person you talk to. It's an intelligent field you interact with.
There's that one line in there that really stood out to me. The intelligence that manages the expansion of the universe is the same intelligence that beats your heart.
That's the core of it. It collapses the distance. Prayer, meditation, those aren't signals you're sending to some far-off throne.
So what are they?
They're a way of altering your own bioelectromagnetic signature.
Okay, let's unpack that. In plain English, are we just talking about a vibe?
In a way, yes, but a vibe with physics behind it. You're tuning your internal frequency to resonate with this non-local intelligence. You aren't asking for change. You're becoming the change on a technical level.
But that puts all the responsibility on the individual. If I'm the one doing the tuning, I can't just fall back on God's plan when things don't work out.
And the Source attacks that idea viciously.
Yeah.
It calls the whole concept of God's plan a gaslighting scheme.
Whoa, that is a loaded term.
It is, but follow the logic. If everything is predetermined by some external force, then your own free will, your agency, it's just an illusion.
It becomes a crutch.
A crutch for inaction is the exact phrase. You fail. It's a test. You succeed. It's God's will. You basically become a background character in the story of your own life.
So miracles, then? Well, what are they in this model?
That's what the text calls the law of mind. It's about you, the observer, collapsing the wave function. Your inner world, your focus, makes one of infinite possibilities in the outer world become real.
You're not asking a king for a favor. You're synchronizing your frequency with an outcome.
Mm-hmm.
It's empowering, but also a little terrifying. There's no one else to blame.
And no one coming to save you. It's all on you.
So how do we do it? The text lays out a kind of new operating system, right, with 3 steps.
It does. Step 1 is the hardest. You have to delete the external deity. Stop looking for a savior in the clouds or in the clergy.
And step 2.
Reclaim your agency. You have to accept that you are the author, you're the one writing the code. And finally, step 3 is to synchronize, to realize that this divine intelligence isn't something you need to find. It's already in your DNA.
It's a fundamental shift, then, from an age of belief to an age of realization.
And the Source is clear that this makes you dangerous. The moment you stop outsourcing your destiny, the moment you realize you don't need an institution to validate your own spirit, you become a glitch.
A system error.
A system error to anyone who profits from control. And that's really the final question it leaves you with.
Which is?
Are you ready to be that error?